If you know anything about Niagara Falls, it's a long list of hoopers here. Paul got that started.
Harris on the drive and the stop for 3 seconds.
Paul's story is a story within itself. Paul grew up with no money. Soup kitchen, always in the streets.
It's crazy that you got one of the biggest attractions in the world and the city can still be so poor.
Paul struggled in many ways, but he always had a ball in his hand.
Off the backboard to Paul.
Paul personified what Niagara Falls is. We're a tough, gritty city.
Niagara Falls High School, #1.
He had all the potential to be an NBA player.
Boston Celtics were going to draft him right out of high school.
Probably one of the best kids to ever come out of here. Now we have 3 kids, Roddy, Willie, and Jalen. I will put them up against anybody, anywhere.
You know, a lot of people be thinking, how does certain guys be good at a young age and they don't make it out? They don't really know what goes on in the inner city.
I feel like we have to try to get our kids out of here. I want them to have a little bit more. I want them to see, the world is a little bit bigger than Niagara Falls.
This house right here. It's like the only house still on this block. Right here. This is, we lived upstairs, man. Look at this. Man. Yeah, my room was right there. Me and my sister room, yeah. I know what it's like to not have heat, to maybe get one Christmas present. So now you go to the school bus stop and you see some of your friends selling drugs. And you're like, yo, like how do they got the new Jordans and I still got these old sneakers, or how do they have that game and I didn't get that? It's like, it's a temptation that you like, should I try that or what is that about?
What up?
If you live from the Falls, you probably seen the Falls one time in your life.
It is a tourist town, but it's also a blue-collar town. It kind of reminds you of Flint, Michigan, or Detroit. It's kind of a sense of hopelessness. It's a poor city. There's a lot of addiction issues. As parents, we're really fighting to keep our kids on track.
If you're a kid around here, like either you're in sports or you're just into drug use, that's really it.
Like my kid being 16, we don't let him leave the block because we just worried of what can happen.
Seeing the people in the corner, it makes me mad inside. Like that's when I just believe all the anger in the game.
It's a lot of shootings in Niagara Falls and stuff happens all the time. Everybody somehow done been affected by some type of gun violence.
Everybody in the streets, so like you gotta pick like what you wanna be, like either picking the streets or basketball.
My cousin actually was killed right here on this corner when I was 15. And that was something that really stuck with me and hurt me for a long, long time. And then after that, I got arrested for selling drugs at 16. I remember just being in jail, and I just had a son. Just having that pressure at a young age to even support a child. It's like, wow. I could just remember, asking God, if I get another opportunity, I'm gonna make the best of it. And God gave me a second chance.
It's so easy to get swallowed up. It's not a lot of opportunity here.
We don't have a YMCA. We don't have a community center. We don't have nothing.
When I was growing up, every park was always full. And now it just seemed like you see another abandoned building, you see another gym closing. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Well, this right here used to be the YMCA, This place, I know for a fact, kept me off of the streets. There was times that I would veer right, and I would see the Y, and I would just go there. This was just therapy. I was staying at the YMCA from 9 in the morning to 10 at night. I'm getting better, I'm getting better. And then I go to the high school. I wasn't eligible for grades. So 3 years, I never played high school basketball. But I went playing AAU, and I just killed AAU. So then I come back, I'm ranked 14th in the country.
Paul brought the excitement to Niagara Falls.
Paul Harris was just a man-child.
Probably the best high school player I've seen with my own eyes.
Paul at this camp, he just stopped O.J. Mayo, or Paul at this camp, he's playing against Kevin Durant. The buzz is picking up.
Paul was the dominant one, the Omega. Man, do it all, Paul. And then you had Johnny Flynn, who came out of nowhere.
Johnny Flynn. Oh, Johnny Flynn.
A kid that wasn't 6'4", 6'5", and had the same ability that Paul had.
I always was like gathering our team together. I would go get Johnny, go get Robert Garrison. I kept us all together because I seen it before anybody seen it. I knew we had a special group.
That 05 group gave our city something to hang on to.
It was like nothing we ever seen before. The whole gym would be filled.
That team, we had 6 guys that went Division I, 3 guys went pro.
You couldn't pick a weakness there. They beat us by 60.
You usually would never get a team like we had unless you're Oak Hill, you're St. Anthony's, where you're getting guys from all over the world to come together. But we live 5 minutes away, 2 minutes away. We live around the corner. We all right here, born and raised in this city.
We was on top of the world, living in a place that didn't have nothing to produce anything other than gang violence.
Yo, there's something wrong with your controller.
Watching that 2005 group, I have Jalen, who's a couple years old at that time, and just envisioning him being in that Niagara Falls uniform, playing in that environment, and hoping that whatever group he's with is gonna end up as special as that group. That was our goal. Our goal was, hey, listen, we could be that next super group.
Carlos was always a basketball player. Lake Sale, I played basketball at Lake Sale. We had our own kids, that was talented at a young age. So at like 5, 6 years old, we just started working kids out.
Right around that same time, I hear about somebody's like, oh, it's this kid at the boys club playing, it's just unbelievable. And then it's Willie. I didn't know who Willie was at that time. And I mean, just years ahead of everybody he's playing against.
Oh my God, I could talk about Willie all day. Willie got that other type of it factor.
He was small, but he was fast. He was playing with older kids.
I was like always the best in my neighborhood. And I guess they just wanted me to play because I was like probably best in the city.
We call him Ed Cocky. He morphs into Ed Cocky. He has this persona about him.
Yo, that line ugly, like your mom's. I'm done, I can't do no more.
Carlos and Roddy, they held a lot of workouts, like every day. They was just working. Then they start competing, going places. Everywhere they go, they blowing teams out.
We go to showcases, they make top 10. They was beating teams by like 80, 90 points. Our main focus was making sure that they just did not end up in the streets. That was just the focus. They just happened to go a little further.
I think all 3 of our kids are top 100 kids.
Jalen, a high major Division I basketball player, can shoot, distance, curry range.
And I just remember everybody always to say, like, he could shoot. That's really where it all started at.
Roddy, he's easily top 5 in his class. If you somebody and you like top kid, Roddy gonna try to destroy you.
Willie don't back down. If there is a tougher guard in the country than Willie, I'd like to see him.
Between the 3, we got offers from Notre Dame, Michigan, Duke, Syracuse, Connecticut. These are 3 kids that literally live not even a mile away from each other, from a place where there's nothing here, and they are probably the best in New York State.
I work so hard because, like, I just want to see my mom smile. Like, I'm tired of her having to worry about paying a bill or anything. Like, I just want to make sure that she's set for life.
These boys been in the gym 6 days a week for 10 years, grinding. So it's not like you could just say they just blessed to be this good without the work that they put in.
I used to take Jalen to a few of the Syracuse games every year to see Paul and Johnny, and you see 2 kids from Niagara Falls playing in front of 30,000 people. Man, it gives you goosebumps.
Pretty good himself here. Numbers for the Orange. Harris lobs to himself and finishes.
My big brother right here. He do all the laundry.
People, they question, how do I be ranked like that and be that good early? And how does Johnny Flynn come up and pass me? I remember we was on like Christmas break. We could go home for like 2 days. And he stayed. And Johnny was shooting NBA threes. And I remember watching a little bit, then I left. I still had 1 foot in back here, running, coming home, you know, doing things I wasn't supposed to be doing.
Willie comes from a different background when you say his name being on the Lightfoot. It's not his other side of the family, it's his dad's side of the family. And most of them are in the streets, dead, or in jail.
Coming where I come from, I probably got like the worst neighborhoods in the city, the east side. The other cats in my family, and they all locked up or something or dead, so. But like every single one of them are good people. It's just an environment like we grew up in Niagara Falls. I mean, you gotta like do what you gotta do to feed your family. So you can't blame nobody like for doing that, for doing what they gotta do, doing what they know.
His grandmother and his 2 uncles raised Willie and have done a great job.
Well, when I started raising Willie was about 3.5 years old. Willie's mother's disabled, my daughter's disabled. And that's why I end up with Willie.
From jump, it's kind of different when you ain't got your father there with you. Willie never had that from day one. Like, even playing with Jalen and Roddy, their fathers was the coaches. Willie Sr., he got shot in the neck, and it was right on the spine. You know, he's paralyzed from the neck down. It hurt him, you know what I mean? That's his father.
My dad's room got like all the pictures, all the Buck State games and all that stuff. I know he's proud of me. Like he tell me all the time, so that made me feel good because that's what I'm trying to make him proud. My mom's too. If it wasn't for like the situation with my dad, I probably wouldn't go like as hard as I do.
Willie has these moments where it seems like it's just him and the basketball.
If you ever see Willie play, you will see the pain. And I think he played with a lot of that street pride.
We don't miss a game. You know, we can yell, go Willie, go Willie, go Willie, you know, to the top of our lungs, but it's not, you know, it's not his father. I see that when he's on the court. You know, I see that frustration, that sense of urgency almost, like, you know, I gotta make this happen.
I do think about, man, this was that next super group. I think we could have won 4 state championships with that team.
Our goal was to keep working these kids out until they get to the high school level where they can win championships together. And it just didn't work out.
Now you look at, you know, some of the young talent that we do have. People wonder, like, why is he going to prep school over there? Or why did he go to school in Buffalo? Why are they not at Niagara Falls High School? Where's the talent? You got gyms closing down, so you don't have the opportunity that I had growing up. You know, now kids have to leave now.
I love Niagara Falls. I just think Niagara Falls have done these kids, the youth, a disservice. I feel like we have to try to get our kids out of here.
I just wanted to be like one of the best to come out of the Falls. So like I was like thinking I should stay and like try to get a ring.
He had several options, several prep schools looking at him.
Looking at Willie's decision not to possibly leave, these guys are sort of treated like rock stars in school. Sometimes that's good and that's bad.
Willie's easy to distract it. He's been like that since a little boy.
I had those distractions. I did them. I tried to do both. And it's hard weighing all of that. It's hard, especially for a 15, 16-year-old kid.
I always told Willie, a mistake to a normal kid is just a mistake, but a mistake to you can end everything.
When Willie came here, he was a little bitty fellow. He used to hide behind his grandmother. But he has grown up to be a fierce competitor on that basketball court.
Ultimately, it's Willie's decision whether he stays or he goes.
So we're gonna pray for him at this time. He's going to Kansas to go to prep school, a good school in Kansas. Niagara Falls High School is a good school now, but he has some opportunities.
Willie made the decision to go to the Sunrise Christian Academy in Wichita, Kansas, a long ways away from home.
You should be smiling and happy, man. Do you know?
They have an excellent basketball program. They travel nationally. They keep them on a schedule from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at night, and they keep them on track.
I was sold. I was sold. Willie was sold too.
It's gonna like change you, like for the better on the court and off the court. I'm gonna try to give my dad like the best care he can get, like in the hospitals and stuff. My mom too. Whatever I gotta do, I'll do whatever to get my family out. So if that's what it takes, then we're gonna have to tough it out. My family a tough family, so we can handle it.
What's good? I swear to God, I ain't know that was you, bro. Bro, where's my height? Nah, you on the hill. Nah, don't get it twisted now.
I remember like it was yesterday. It was June 25th, 2009. I remember watching the draft, all the numbers go by, 60th pick, I didn't get drafted.
Yo, I want to see you go hit the league, man.
The league?
Yeah, man.
It just, oh man, that killed me. Man, I was broken. And I just asked God, like, help me. I didn't want to be stuck here, I really didn't. And after that, just lived in the gym, man. I just worked out and got offered to go to the Philippines. And the Philippines literally changed my life, man. Those people over there, they don't even have much, but they make it seem like a lot, man, just from this love, man. And they put so much love back in me, man. I was broken. I left and I found myself, I found my happiness. Things happened the way they were supposed to happen. I've been overseas, I can't complain, I'm happy, it was different plans. I ain't tripping, man.
Word.
I ain't tripping, bro, man. I ain't tripping. I'm all right, man. I'm cool.
All right, man. I love you.
All right, love you too, man. People hit me with text messages all the time about y'all, and I ain't gonna lie. From afar, I'm proud. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all gonna have people, man, what if they all stay together? Man, that team would've been great. But you know what? That wasn't in God's plan.
Space, open, sweep, one dribble, finish. Oh, I recover, sweep again.
My hope for the three guys is just be happy with your decision. Make the best of it. There's nothing in the world just like being happy with yourself. It took me a while, and I got there, man, and I'm okay. I thank God for all the other opportunities and all the places he took me and meeting my wife, my family. All our goals, if you're playing basketball, to reach the NBA.
What's up, man? We checked you out, baby.
If you don't, it's okay. Know that you gave it your all and know that it's still more life, man.
If y'all ever need to hit me, man, because I've been through what all y'all been through. If y'all ever need me, I'm here, man.
Like being in the same conversation as Paul Harris, it makes you want to go even harder.
People see something that's inside of me, so I just want to expose it. Everywhere I go, I represent Niagara Falls. I just want to see close friends get out of here and do better for themselves. But I also want to come back and do better for the community.
It's cool, but all the people nice. Everybody's supportive, all the teachers try to help much as they can. All my peers, they want to be something in life.
I think Willie's gonna go from right now to where some people know him to just a national name where he's gonna blow up.
I don't think it's a stretch for Willie to play in the NBA in his future. I think he has elite NBA speed and he's got the ability. Now it's just putting in the work daily to strive to get to that level. He comes all the way to Kansas at a pivotal point in his life to make something for himself and for his family. These next few years are going to be huge.
This city has so much love. Everybody's close. So sometimes you may think you're missing home. You need to just stay locked in, stay focused on what you're doing. Know your mom, your grandma, they're gonna be all right.
I'm definitely gonna miss my family. I'm definitely gonna miss the Falls, my friends, the support I got out there. I'm definitely gonna come back better for my city. We're gonna be back on the map.
At the end of the day, their home is Niagara Falls. And they're gonna always represent Niagara Falls.